Okay, I'm going to show you how to remove the direct fit catalytic converter on a 1997 Ford Taurus. The tools I used were a sawzall, and that was for cutting a bolt that was too tight. I used the Ryobi impact driver. I used the 3/8 attachment for my impact that I can put a extension onto to reach some of the bolts on the catalytic converter. I also used some WD-40 because the bolts were pretty rusted on there. I was able to, so I had to cut the two that connected to the exhaust, and then the WD-40 was actually enough to bust off the nuts that were connecting into the manifold itself. This is my first YouTube video, so we'll see how it goes. I also used this tool, which this connects to a 3/8 drive, and it's a flexible extension. So if you have a hard to get place that's too tight and your normal extension won't get it, I highly suggest getting one of these because these come in really handy. It's $10 at the Home Depot. So I used this extension along with this one attached in the back. So it was like that. And then I also used a 15mm socket, which I had to go buy. My socket set doesn't have 15, it only goes up to 14. Also, flashlight, and you'd want to have safety goggles as well because you're working above you. So just don't want to get nothing in your eyes. So this is where the catalytic converter's attached to. There's only 2 bolts. I actually had to cut this one out. I could not budge the bolts whatsoever with an impact and with the breaker bar. And I didn't feel like messing with them for, a couple hours, so I just ended up doing the quick fix and cutting them out. I'll end up going to AutoZone or O'Reilly's to get some new bolts and nuts. That's an O2 sensor. That is one end that the catalytic converter went into. So that's the one I was able to spray with WD-40, and it was able to break those ones loose with my impact. But this is the one I actually used the flexible extension on, and it was definitely a lifesaver, and it made the process so much quicker and easier than trying to mess with it with a socket wrench and an extension or whatever. So yeah, anyway, remove those 2 bolts, disconnect the O2 sensors, and take off those nuts. Then go to the front of the vehicle. By the way, that was about in the middle of the vehicle. And remove these 2 nuts. And then also the other O2 sensors. There's 4 total. And the catalytic converter should just pop right off. Here it is. That's the part that connects to near the center of the vehicle. There's my 2 sensors. there's the catalytic converter, which I still need to see if it's bad or not. There's my other sensors, so you got 4 of them total. Got 3 kind of crowded back here, and then 1 on the front. This is the bolt I cut off that was attached back here. And then these are the nuts that I took off. Then I'm going to put them back on. They're in pretty good shape. Just probably clean them up a little bit. And then this is another bolt I took off, which was attached to a bracket. I forgot to show you where that bracket was. So that's the location of the bolt. It's just below that O2 sensors that's hanging down right there. And it holds up the catalytic converter, so make sure you take that off. And then there's also one that has a nut on it, which is right there. So you want to make sure you take that one off too. That's actually above and was kind of harder to reach. And this right here is where that bolt is popping out, and then this screws onto that bolt like that. And then this bolt, where I just showed, this goes underneath that, and that's a mounting bracket. And also, this is my gasket that connects between the pipes. This goes near the center of the vehicle. So anyway, that's the end. That's pretty much well how you do it. I mean, there's not too many bolts. It's just the bolts may be hard to take off. So other than that, it's pretty easy. You know, 402 sensors. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts, and yeah, that's it. And that's how you take it off. It's a 1997 Ford Taurus, the LX model. I bought it for $500, and it's a great car to, you know, practice mechanics on.